You guys, it's finally the most wonderful time of the year, autumn. I was on Instagram and I saw this really pretty pumpkin glittery manicure and I loved it. So I wanted to recreate it, and it's been a minute since we've done just like an old school nail art tutorial, and I was really feeling it. I feel like that's what we all need right now. So I'm going to show you how to do this super easy plaid and pumpkin nail art design. As always, I'm going to start with a base coat. This prevents any nail polish you put over top from staining your natural nails, and it actually does help your manicure last longer. Next, you're going to need a pumpkin-y orange shade of polish. This one isn't perfect, but it was the closest thing I had in my collection. And this is a mix and match nail design. So for this, I'm painting my thumb, my index, and my middle finger with this orange shade of polish. And I did do 2 coats, and I let that totally dry. On one of those orange nails, they did a plaid design. So for this, I'll be using some black acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is way easier to use in my opinion when it comes to nail art. You can totally use black polish if you prefer, but I feel like this is definitely the easiest and most forgiving way to do nail art. So the inspo pic did a plaid style of nail art on this finger, but I decided I wanted to do more of a gingham look. So I am creating boxes on my nails, and I'm leaving gaps of the orange in between the black boxes that are about the same size. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll show you after this how you can touch up the shape. And I'm filling those in. Try to space them out evenly. That's what's going to give you the best effect, but like I said, no one's going to be looking that close. But if you do really mess up and want to fix it, you can use a long liner brush and that original orange polish, and the long bristles are just going to automatically make a sharp line on that square. But make sure you let that polish dry before moving on to the next step. So in between the black squares, I'm doing some diagonal lines, and I'm making all the diagonal lines go in the same direction, and I tried to keep the amount of lines the same. And again, I'm using that orange base color just to sharpen it and make it look like those diagonal lines are also in a square pattern. So give that guy some time to dry, and next I'm going to move on to the pumpkin design nail. For this, I'm using a light beige color of polish for my base color, and I'm applying 2 coats of that and letting it completely dry. So first I'm going to add a little guide dot to the center of my nail where I want the center of the pumpkin to be, and then out from that dot I'm going to create 2 curves, and then inside that I'm going to follow the shape of both of those curves, and finally add 1 more curve down the center, and those are the ridges of your pumpkin. Next I'm going to add a stem and a leaf. That's what they did in the inspo pic, so I'm going to do that too. But I think it would also look really cute if you added some little curly Q vines coming out of the stem. That might be something I try next time. And then lastly, I'm going to use a gold glitter polish, and I'm going to apply some of that glitter inside of the pumpkin. And I noticed that in the inspo pic, they definitely did this over top of the black because some of the glitter was overlapping some of the black detail. So that's what I'm doing here. I might in the future put this first and then paint the black details over top, but this still ended up looking really cute. And to tie that gold glitter in on my pinky nail, I'm going to do a solid nail of gold glitter. But to make my life easier, I'm going to first apply one of these little midi nail wraps, which are latex-free barrier for polish. And then I'm going to apply that gold polish to a cosmetic sponge and then sponge that onto the nail. And that soaks up all the extra clear polish, and it just deposits the glitter so you don't have to keep applying coats of polish. Then I just scrape down around the sides of my nail to make sure no polish was stuck. And then here's the peely part that you guys like. I finished with 1 more layer of the gold polish just so I did have a semi-smoother finish with that clear base coat, and then I finished with top coat on everything. And that's all there is to it. I really like how simple this design was. It was also really fun to do nail art again. I haven't done an intricate design in a really long time. If you guys ever have a nail design you want me to try to recreate, just share it with me. I'd love to start doing that. And if you have any requests for fall or Halloween nail art looks, leave me a comment down below. As always, thanks for taking the time to stop by, and I'll see you next time.